It's Dashika. Thanks for joining me again. In this video, I'm going to show you how I turned this Dollar Tree pizza pan and these lunch bags into this. Let's go. So for this project, you're going to need a Dollar Tree pizza pan, a glue gun, a few glue sticks, some random flowers or faux flowers that you have on hand, about 12 to 14 inches of rope or twine, scissors, something to write with, and a stove eye cover from the Dollar Tree, along with a couple pieces of paper. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start this project by attaching the rope, which is gonna serve as our hanging apparatus. So what I'm gonna do is take my rope and fold it in half. And I'm gonna take a marker, you can use a pencil or an ink pen, and I'm gonna mark off roughly 2 inches on both halves. I'm going to use those marks as a guide for where I'll glue. So to glue my hanger onto the pizza pan, I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to take my glue stick or my glue gun, apply a nice hearty amount of glue, and put that right onto the back of the pizza pan. Now I want this to be really secure, so I'm actually gonna go in and give it a lot more glue around the edges and around the end. I'm gonna let that sit so it's nice and secured, and then we'll do the other side. Now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side of our door hanger, gluing this down to secure it, leaving roughly 3 to 4 inches of space for hanging. While our rope is drying in place, we can go ahead and begin preparing the front of our door hanger. So we're gonna slide this to the side. These actually come in packs of 2 at the Dollar Tree, but you only need 1 for this project, and we're gonna actually use the smaller one. So the back of it is recessed, and so in order for it to stick onto our pizza pan, we're gonna have to put something on the back. So I like to use a sheet of cardstock, which I have here, but honestly, any piece of paper will do. Line it up on the center of that cardstock and just trace around it. Once I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and take my scissors and I'm just gonna cut that circle out. Now that we've traced and cut out our circle, we're going to glue it down to the back of our stove eye cover. And we're gonna do this a little bit at a time. We're gonna just apply a little bit of glue to the edge of our stove eye cover. Take our cutout and try to line it up as perfectly as we can. Let that take hold, and we'll continue to go all the way around. So now that we have our stove eye cover completely glued down, we can go ahead and set that to the side, allow it to set, and begin working on our paper rosettes. So you're gonna use about 6 paper bags. As you can see, I already have some prepared here. So I'll just do a couple examples, and then we'll get started on the rest of the project. So you're gonna take your paper bag, open it up. You're gonna take your hand, I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna use my left hand for this part of the project. You might adjust if you're left-handed. You're just gonna kind of pinch it a little bit, like that, almost like you're making a puppet. Then I'm gonna take my right hand, kind of like a claw, and I'm just gonna torque and twist. Okay, let's go. I'm just gonna continue to twist and pinch. And continue to grab and twist and pinch. Grab, twist. When you're done, you have a cute little paper rosette. We'll probably do 5 to 6 of these, And because they kind of like to spring back apart, I like to take them and glue them down to a piece of paper. I just have some regular scrap paper from my art studio. You can see it has paint and things like that on it. That's no big deal for this project. So I'm just gonna take this rosette, and on the bottom, I'm just gonna apply some glue. I'm gonna take it and just stamp it down to my scrap paper here. All the excess paper I'm gonna trim off in a little bit, but for now, I just want my flower to kind of maintain its shape. So gluing it down will help me do that. Plus, it'll offer me a nice smooth surface to glue it down onto my door hanger later. So we'll let that sit there and we'll do another one. So again, we're gonna take our paper bag, open it up. You're gonna kind of make just a little grab, kind of like a little claw or puppet with one hand, and with the other hand, you're just gonna twist, twist, twist. So let's get started. Just gonna grab and twist, grab and twist, grab and twist, grab and twist, grab and twist until you have a cute little rosette. Again, we're gonna turn this over, flatten it out just a little bit, just apply some glue here and there. No big deal where the glue lands. We just want this to kind of keep its shape. And then we're gonna stamp it right down next to our other one. And we'll continue to do this process until we have 5 or 6 rosettes, or however many you would like for your project. As you can see, I've prepared a basket full of rosettes that I already have made up for this project. So I'm gonna set this aside and just give you a visual on how I cut these off of the scrap paper. And just like that, when I'm ready to attach it to my door hanger, I'll put glue on this flat surface, which is the paper we glued it onto, and stick it onto my door hanger. So let's go ahead and do that again. Then I can set that paper to the side and use it for another project. There we go. And again, just to kind of help it stabilize and help my flower to keep its shape. So I'm gonna set these to the side. You can go ahead and make the rest of the rosettes for your project. We'll come back and begin assembling our door hanger. We can go ahead and begin assembling the rest of the project. So we're going to flip our pizza pan over, line it up to where the twine or rope is up top and centered as best as possible. We're gonna center it as best we can onto our pizza pan. And I like to use a marker just to make myself a little notch of where the center is. I'll take it here and just do a little tiny dot, just so I can line it up. Then on the back of our stove eye cover, we're gonna go ahead and glue. And then we're going to carefully flip it over and line our dot up with our line up there and press and hold. You can continue holding it into place while you decide where you'd like your rosettes to go. So I'm just gonna place them all around and play with them a little bit until I get a look that I like, and then we'll continue to move forward with our project. I think that looks pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and begin gluing these into place. So I'll just go one at a time. I like to start at the center just so things remain symmetrical. So I'm gonna take that, and again, this paper kind of comes in handy because we can use that as a surface for our glue. Just gonna press and hold that into place for a couple seconds, and then we'll continue to work our way around. So we'll do one more together, and then I'll speed things up a bit. Hold those into place for a few seconds, and then again, we're just gonna go all the way around. Now that our rosettes are all glued into place, we can go ahead and begin strategically placing leaves. You could actually gather leaves or acorns, pine cones from your yard. If you have any faux leaves or little faux accents and things like that, this is a great project to repurpose those for as well. So I'm just gonna kind of play around with some things that I have that I've been collecting and make an arrangement that I like, and you can make yours any way you like. There's really no right or wrong way with this project. Use what you have and just make it work for you. So I like to go in before I glue things down. I like to go in and play around with the placement just to make sure that there's balance and that I'm liking where things are. All these little accents I actually purchased from the Dollar Tree. They came with like a set of flowers or leaves that I purchased. And I try not to throw anything away, so I just saved all of these, and they're coming in handy for this project. I think I like this arrangement. I'm gonna go ahead and glue things down now. We're just gonna start one at a time, just like we did with the rosettes, and glue things into place. So I'll start here, and then tuck that right in. And I'm just putting glue on all the areas that are going to touch another surface. And that's it, friends. Everything's glued down and secured. We've allowed the glue to set, and it's absolutely beautiful. All right, friends, you know what to do. If you like this video and you want to stay tuned for more of our content on amazing DIYs that you can do on a dime, hit that like and subscribe button. Also, follow us on Insta at Street Craftery, and stay tuned for things that we're doing every day here in our studio in Akron, Ohio. Thanks for watching. See you next time.